Hey there guys, Portal Master 9351 here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the senseis that I think should be Lightcore. So, of course, with this recent Lightcore Barbella leak, a lot of people have been talking about the senseis that they think would look really cool if they were done up, all Lightcore style and, had that nice Lightcore treatment like that leaked Barbella did. So, in this video, like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 picks for the Lightcore senseis. Now, I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently than I've done these types of videos in the past. I'm actually going to be doing it in countdown format. It's a new thing I'm trying out, but I hope you enjoy it. But like I said, gonna be telling you guys my favorites, so let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Number 5, Mysticat. So, in my opinion, Mysticat would be one of the cooler characters to actually feature as a Lightcore character. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward as to what would actually light up on Mysticat. It would be his staff. Now, there is one thing I would redo, and of course, I would completely repose him. Probably with his staff actually held up in the air. I think that would actually give him a cooler effect if he was like holding it way up in the air or something like that, casting a spell, maybe even channeling a ball of yarn out of it. But either way, Mysticat would be a really awesome Lightcore. And now it's time for number 4, Ambush. So, in my opinion, Ambush would also be one of the cooler senseis to actually repose and have as a Lightcore. Now, there are actually a couple of ways you could go with actually making Ambush a Lightcore. Some would involve heavily reposing the characters, others would not. So first up, you could make his sword be Lightcore, you could make the whole thing be Lightcore, you could make just the runes glow, there's a lot of things you could do with that. You could make his hair glow, that would also be a really interesting effect for Ambush. But personally, what I think the coolest effect for a Lightcore Ambush would be to have his bamboo stalks shoot out and actually be the Lightcore element in Ambush. Number 3, Flarewolf. Flarewolf, in my opinion, would also be an absolutely amazing character to have as a Lightcore. Not only is he a fan favorite of the community, but he is also a fan favorite of mine. In terms of design, in terms of gameplay, Flarewolf is one of the cooler senseis all around. And to actually repose him as a Lightcore would be a really, really popular decision by Activision. So, what gets made Lightcore with Flarewolf? Well, you could take the easy way. You can make the band on his hair glow and his tail glow. That would be the easy way to make him Lightcore. And while that would still look pretty nice, that's not exactly what I'm thinking. In a perfect world, his entire cannon would become, or the entire rocket inside of the cannon, rather, would be this gigantic light core beacon to everything and would just blast everything into smithereens with that nice Lightcore rocket. But hey, that's just my opinion, and I think there's a lot of ways you could go with the Flarewolf Lightcore that would still make him look really, really awesome. Numero 2, Pit Boss. Pit Boss would be very similar to Mysticat in terms of his actual ability to be made into a Lightcore. It's pretty straightforward as to what his Lightcore element would be. Obviously, it would be that glorious staff that he holds outstretched. I mean, it's just there. It's made of that clear plastic. It's like begging to be made into a Lightcore character. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Mysticat and Pit Boss were both originally going to be Trap Masters with that beautiful crystalline weapons, but I mean, basically that is really what it looks like, and I think it was made to be Lightcore, and so for that reason, I really hope Pit Boss would be one of the ones getting a Lightcore should the Barbella leak be real. And now it's time for number 1, the one you've all been waiting for, Starcast. Starcast would be one of the coolest characters I've ever seen if he gets a Lightcore treatment in this upcoming Imaginators Year 2. I mean, again, he just looks like he was made to be a Lightcore. I mean, his body is entirely crystalline. That would be one way to do a Lightcore, much like if you did a Lightcore Slam Bam, you could just have his entire body light up. But personally, I think it would be even cooler if each arm had a little wire that ran through it and allowed all of his shurikens to be Lightcore enabled. Would that not be the most awesome thing ever if each shuriken was Lightcore? And maybe even bonus, and I mean, even if that's a ton of wires, some people might say, well, that's a ton of wires to have to run through Starcast. It could be that his bottom 2 arms jam it into the base and you just shine the light up right through the base. I don't know, but either way, I think if you were able to figure out a way to make all 4 shurikens of Starcast glow, it would be absolutely amazing, and he would sell quite a lot. And what's this I see? Is this a bonus round? Yes, it is. The bonus round is, of course, Chaos. Chaos would be one of the coolest things. I know I keep saying that. One of the coolest, but there's so many things you could do with a Lightcore Chaos figure. You could have a gigantic floating Lightcore head. I mean, how cool would that be? Or, of course, his artwork has him wielding that blue flame in his hand. You could have something like that if they wanted to do a more simple, recognizable version of Chaos. But honestly, I think that the real way to have a Lightcore Chaos figure would be a gigantic floating Lightcore Chaos head of ultimate doom and awesomeness. But hey, that's just my opinion. So, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this sort of new format of videos. Definitely, I want you guys to tell me down in the comments what you think about this, if you want to see more videos like this, or just general feedback on it altogether. But yes, that is all I have for you guys today. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to tell me down in the comments who are your top 5 picks for Lightcore Senseis in Skylanders Imaginators Year 2. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. This has been Portal Master 9351. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!